YouTube! What the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here. Let me start off by thanking a couple of awesome patrons. I may not do this in every video, but I want to do it in some because I'm trying to make up for lost time. And you all are going to like this name anyway. Mr. Butt Stallion. Thank you, sir, for being a patron and helping me out with an awesome donation. And then also Tom Major. Appreciate you. You're awesome as well. And Kenneth Clements. I want to call you guys out tonight and say thank you for your contribution to the channel and helping me out. And don't worry, your contribution will help lead to the eventual death of Ungrim Iron Fist, potentially over and over again. How y'all doing today? Doing good? I said it in my other video, but I'll say, hey, sorry I was not able to upload yesterday. I do try and bring you daily content as much as possible. For those of you who don't know what I do during the daytime, like day job air, I am responsible for, now what is this? Is this a rebellion? It is a rebellion. I am responsible for leading a team of engineers and a logistics network, and we do a lot of capital projects. They don't typically work in the same town as me. They're kind of like spread out across the country in different locations. So I was together with them this week, and we were working on projects. I actually travel next week, but I'll have my laptop with me, and assuming the internet in the hotel is not total crap, which it could be, I intend to crank out plenty of videos so you all wouldn't have to worry about missing anything next week, even though I'll be on the road. So that's kind of the plan for now. But yeah, that's why I didn't record yesterday. I was just busy. We had to work late, wanted to eat some dinner together, stuff like that. But I will be trying to come back and overload you with awesome content for this weekend. Why? Because you're great, and I like doing this, and I hope you enjoy it. That's right. How is your Saturday, by the way, if you're watching this on Saturday? I guess it could potentially still be Friday or another day, Sunday, whatever day it is. I'm going to wait one more turn, get my siege equipment there. Some of you really want to see a siege battle really bad. Quite honestly, I don't know if I really have the right units to be participating in a siege battle. Not really. So I may auto-resolve that. I don't really have the right stuff to be fighting siege battles. I really don't. There was another dwarf army, but I'm not sure where it went. I'm going to go ahead and let this army fully retrain, and we'll kind of see if that other dwarf army pops up. And then in the what was once the Great Waste of the North, now becoming the Great New Forest of the North, I'm going to move back out and retake Ice Drake Fjord, Longship Graveyard, and Bay of Blades. While Durthu himself just put that down, and it's gonna take a while to get rid of all these guys because they can spawn a ton of stacks, almost no settlements. But if we keep pushing, we'll get ahead of them and we'll win. Karak Asgaraz is under our control as well. Unit experience. I'm not worried about the enemy. Let's do this thing that proves my income throughout the entire empire of Athelloren here. Okay, let us end the turn. Am I building the Oak of Ages? I can't remember. I did upgrade it all the way to level 4. I think when it goes to the level 5, I think that people said that like it spawns up a ton of beastmen and you end up getting a big fight, so we'll be ready for that. But I gotta build up some more amber before we can afford to go up to level 5 anyway. I'm not going to repair that because Ungrim Jerkface is just going to tear it right back down. Okay, there's Thorgrim's or the Grombrindal's army. So I see both the dwarf armies that were in the vicinity. Alright, dirtbags. I don't know why you hate me so bad, but I'll go ahead and give you a little bit of money if you'll actually be my friend. Can't say I really trust you, but since I'm looking to make a few friends right now, we'll see. Don't say that Elf Mercy hasn't been extended to you. Oh no! Ungrim tore down my settlements. Whatever shall we do? Oh wait, no, I'm gonna kill them all. That's right. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Move up to Karak Bukdar. And then let's go ahead and attack here. We got all our reinforcements. I'm gonna quick save just in case we get screwed over hardcore here. And then auto-resolve this. I know some of you wanted to see a siege, but I really don't have the right units for it. I don't think it'd be wildly interesting because I'd have to be trying to cram all my guys through just like the gateway. So I don't feel like messing with that right now. Oh, my raisingness, yes. Some of you were concerned about my income up here, and the income is not real important because I'm raiding so much money and I have so much built up. So it doesn't really matter that I'm 11 grand in the hole. I mean, I'm earning my money from raiding, basically. So let's see. I just need a couple of Eternal Guards to fill things back in there. And then what are we missing here? Same thing, probably just a couple of Eternal Guard. But I need to flip into a different stance. There we go. Looks like Belagar Ironhammer's back for more. The dwarfs just keep throwing stacks at me. Because they got, I think I've killed Grombrindal once already. He's already back with a stack. Ungrim I don't remember, but I know we just took out Thorgrim on the last episode. Belagar I know we already defeated as well because he was the porcupine guy. He got shot by all my archers. We're just going to keep moving, keep the fight in the dwarfs playing field. We need to go settle up here. And then we'll move across and just start settling up some of these lands and just kind of really keep pushing our power. Okay. Gonna retake Ice Drake Fjord. Raising it probably won't do a lot for me. It's not, so I'm just gonna do the seeding thing. So I don't have to waste money colonizing it afterwards. So we've retaken Ice Drake Fjord. And thinking about whether I should double back or push forward. There's more bad guys in front of me, and I'm kind of doubling back this way with the other arm anyway, so let's just kind of swap directions. I'm gonna get all the way down here and get ready to push into Doom Keep and Naglfari Plain or whatever. We still got Varg Camp and Altar of Spawns. I got a lot of stuff to steal up here. I think we're good. Let's end another turn. Brute levels up. I kind of like to get some of this stuff finished up for him. Let's go ahead and do that, and then get him the power drain. Another tree man here. We got him Earthblood, so from there, let's maybe work on some of these other ones up top, like the armor and other stuff. There we go. So Karak Izor under our control. Yeah, Zarek Zill's gonna get hit by Grombrindal. As I move south, I should be able to encounter both Grombrindal and Ungrim and defeat them. So it's not a huge deal to be trading a province here or there with them, because they're losing ground big time in this province. So they're just delaying the inevitable at this point. And we're going to get some really good loot off some more of their settlements here. I say that, never mind. Not a lot off that one. Let's go and rebuild this. Get the replenishment started. And up here we should be able to settle.
Seeking unseen paths.
Colonize up here. And we should be able to retrain very quickly in all these places. And we are. I'm going to go ahead and take this army. Move down into reinforcement range. We're going to leave one army back to watch Belagar. And then we should be able to deal with both of those. And I'm going to push into the dwarf homelands with this other army and try and keep them distracted. See what else we can do up north from Ice Drake Fjord. Can't quite reach our next target, but we will be able to hit targets up here with Durthu, who's going to take Doom Keep. There we go. So Doomkeep is ours. And then Longship Graveyard is going to be in my sights in the next turn. I'm going to go ahead and move on. Serpent Jetty, Monolith. I think those are back off over here. Still got Bay of Blades down here. What's up with Varg Camp? Nagafari Point. Okay, so those two are tied together. Alright. There's a Beastman army up here. Interesting. Okay. I think we are ready to end another turn. Let's just make sure there's not any buildings that I am neglecting. I see this one here. I'm just not wanting to spend my amber on it at the moment because it's not that big of a deal to me. My Spell Singer levels up. Let's get her the power reserves. And end another turn. Yeah, the dwarfs are definitely taking the worst of this war. They've suffered considerable losses. They're completely kicked out of the vaults at this point. Varg is going to beg me for peace. Now what would be funny is I could offer them peace and then wipe out scaling and then just turn around and wreck them. But I don't even really think we need to worry about it. If they're begging me for peace, that means they're on the ropes. And there's really no need for me to be concerned. I'm going to go ahead and raise up and recruit a lord. Bring in another ancient tree man. This is going to put me more in the negative, but that's fine. I'm going to get him out here and we're going to come resettle these same places here. So I can get the port income. And let's see, I don't know where... Okay, so here is Belagar trying to move into my lands. I can't quite reach him, but if I move out, I can try and maybe get it. I really don't want an interception battle, honestly, though. So let's just see what he does in the next turn. Because interception battle will just work to his favor because I can't get my cavalry around him. So there's certainly no point in me fighting an interception battle with him. Okay, got that done. Let's make sure I've done everything here. There's nowhere left to move. Oh, yeah, there is stuff left to do. Longship Graveyard. Must have forgot which turn I was on. Seed this one. So Longship Graveyard. Go ahead and do the replen. And then this plane over here, we should be able to easily take it. Raise it. And then settle it. Perfect. So we are doing some pretty severe damage. This Spellsinger, Lure of Shadows, we can get Occam's Mind Razor, Power Drain. The Mind Razor will do amazing things for Durthu. Be really good for him. So the Chaos Waste are definitely starting to feel the pressure. We need to resettle Karak Norn. I might just raise a lord just for that, and then I'll get rid of that lord.
Lord of Akelmora.
Resettle up there. Got that one all set in. Okay. So again, we got Earthblood, so let's start working on the Foe Seeker. So we're going to own considerable portions of the map here. What do you want, Karak? Alright. Varg got an army in behind me, whatever. So they're going to retake Ice Drake Fjord. You retake it, I mean, you're losing settlements faster than you're trying to get any back, so do your worst, buddy. I'm going to leave Bay of Blades alone for now. Leave that guy out of it too. I think it's important that we just crush as many of their settlements as quickly as possible. So I actually probably will go ahead and double back here and just wipe this guy out. And I'm going to take Durthu. I'm going to go to Grayling Moot here. Alright, colonize that. Now we do need to do a little bit of replenishment here because Durthu's a little weak. If there were a couple of stacks of these guys hiding somewhere and I hadn't seen him, he could be in a bit of a compromised situation, but I think we'll be okay. Let's go see what kind of damage we can do to the dwarfs if we move south. Like, let's see if they've settled the... Yep, they have the Blood River Valley, so let's start ripping it apart and make them bleed. I'm gonna follow Belegar up into my own land, and then I'm gonna come down here and challenge. I'm gonna challenge the dwarfs down here to fight me, and I'm certain that they won't. They might be able to move under me. We'll see. Let's take a look up here. Alright. In the turn. Got our guys on the way to resettle. That'll give us the stuff we need. Oh, Belegar wants to go ahead and attack me here at Kingsglade. Yeah, it looks like this is going to give me a pretty clean victory. Let's save just in case it doesn't. If I have to fight it, I will, but I don't think this is... No, it gave him a victory. So there you go. That's why you use the quick save function. It does have slayers and stuff like that, but I don't really see how this army in particular gives him a victory. That's not going to happen, buddy. Trust me, it's not going to happen. Alright, so let's go back here and fight Belegar since we need to. He's not going to be easily dealt with. But I'm certainly not going to let him get away with that. Just need to use our archers to waste his slayers. And then if we can use some units to get in behind his artillery quickly, that'll make a big deal. Because he's got these bolt throwers. All these guys can kind of forward deploy here, and they have stock. So I'm going to try and get them up in range as bolt throwers in a big hurry.
Wildwood Rangers.
Okay, the Wildwood Rangers.
Eternal Guard.
Let's kind of get what infantry we have lined up.
Eternal Guard.
Try and kind of come down this one flank of the dwarfs.
Wildwood Rangers.
Those guys grouped up.
Child of Kurnos.
Let's bring him over here. Unfortunately, I don't get the arrows of Kurnos with this guy.
Hunters.
There we go. Get my Hawk Riders over here. Start the battle. Gonna start rushing the dwarf lines. I'm gonna make sure and try and get the gyrocopters relatively quick as well. These Glade Guards should be able to do some great damage to the gyrocopters. Bring the Hawk Riders in and around. Where's my dang... Here they are. Get over there. They were even hiding from me.
Wildwood
You
Ranger.
gonna drop bombs at my tree men? Go ahead.
Athol Luran.
Alright, the gyrocopters are taking a beating.
Deepwood Archers.
Get rid of them so they can't do any extended damage to my unarmored units, which otherwise they could. I'm trying to get back into these rangers with great weapons. Start taking out artillery.
For the eternal realm.
Okay, my way stalker's doing his work back here.
Your orders, cavalry. Fire. Ever ready.
Ooh, that's a problem. Those thunders are definitely going to be a problem.
Hunter.
I'm going to go after them with my hawks because my hawks have armor piercing. Might stand the chance of winning that. Alright, get rid of those gyros. I need to get back over here into the woods where my guys will be safe.
Archers.
Start trying to kill some of the rangers.
I stand ready. Fall back to the hunt.
Let's go kill some more bolt throwers. Actually, let's ignore the bolt throwers and get these Ekron miners.
Our bows are yours.
Try and get in behind these longbeards with great weapons and rip them apart. Where's my tree man? Okay, good. Tree man's in good health. It's a key part of my army. This is not good. Getting rushed over here. I'm gonna have to get away. My guns. Let's get over here into these guys. Kind of getting wrecked there. Get rid of those longbeards already.
Eager and roll back.
Yeah, those longbeards are going to be pretty well protected from my
Understood.
archers. I'm going to put these guys on skirmish so they can't be caught. Same thing with this
As you say.
way stalker. Okay, good. Those peak gate guard are going to turn their backs to me, so I'm going to try and wreck them.
Ever ready. Armed and
My hawks have done some good work getting a hold of certain units, and we got the artillery. Okay, Eternal Guard knocked those guys out. Okay, don't fire at will because I need your ammo.
Jet to all. Eternal guard. Now.
Try and take down the gyros. I don't think I'm gonna have enough ammo to do the job here. I think that's gonna be my biggest challenge, and my tree man is getting wrecked by Belegar. So I do think we are gonna lose this. The auto resolve might have actually treated me better, to be honest,
Son of Athaloran.
because I don't have the ammo.
Guard.
We've helped take down the peak gate guard, but not before they did their work. So yeah, we're not gonna win.
Armed and ready. By battle.
This is just for honor at this point. Looks like the dwarfs are gonna remount some of their artillery.
Hold back. Bows of Athaloran.
Well, at least we will have given Belegar's army a pretty sound thrashing. That is pretty annoying. He's gonna wreck some
Blade guard.
long-standing settlements. And I'm not real happy about that.
Hold back.
Not real happy about that. Let's concede defeat. Maybe I could win that if it was played different. Maybe not. I don't know. Probably not. There's just too many different pieces of the dwarf army I have to focus on, which means that others will be able to do their job. It's like there when I'm trying to get rid of the artillery, his rangers are able to get me. If I focus on the rangers, the artillery is going to be able to hit me. Like, there may just be too many of them. But we're going to catch up with him on the next turn. He's going to highly regret that. Defensive alliance. You're at war with the Empire. No thanks. Well, the dwarfs are going to pay dearly. They are going to pay dearly for that mistake. What's going on, Belegar? Where are you running to, buddy? If so strong you are, why flee? Isn't that what Yoda said? And same thing for your friends down here. Alright, yeah, so there's quite a few dwarf armies down here, so I'm going to have to keep my guys together. So the dwarfs are trying to really stack it up down here and put up a defense. Colonize here. Rebuild my port. Get some of my income back. We're about to recolonize Karak Norn. That is really annoying what Belegar did. I saw him coming that whole time. I just didn't think that he would be strong enough to actually take down one of my garrisons back there because they're typically pretty powerful. Okay, got my port back. Longship graveyard. Got Durthu up here. Needs to replenish just a little bit more. I think we are good. This army can start the cleansing of the Blood River Valley because so many of the dwarf armies are actually down, still trying to keep me out of the vaults, that I think it's going to leave them vulnerable to this. So we'll get around there. Oh my goodness, look at the income off that. Blood River Valley is going to be ripe for the raising.
The forest is smoking.
That is fantastic. And we're going to get another port there too. So we just raised up a whole bunch more loot. It's going to allow me to continue fielding all these armies. Alright, so Keebler the Cookie Elf was the one who pulled that off. The Cookie Elf comes in with like the biggest loot I've ever seen there. Wonders of the Forest. The casualty replenishment rate would be cool. Looks like I was trying to finish off all these for him, but let's go ahead and go for the casualty replenishment rate. I've got to have more points here. Hero success chance, corruption. Ooh, we can get improved loot here. You better believe it.
How can I assist you?
So Tinkerbell, the evil one. She has leveled up through a lot of stuff. We'll just go into Prime Mover. Sextus, the Man Elf. Give him a speed. Reload time reduction during forest battles for the hero's army. Let's try that. Okay. Then Alu is our tree man up here. Let's go with Endurance of Oak. And I think we're good. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Belegar is going to take off and run as far as he can run, most likely. Oh, look at this. The white dwarf and the mohawked dwarf want to take on the combined forces of Orlia, yeah, whatever, and Dodan. So, yeah, I don't think this is going to actually work out so good for him. It says it's going to, but I'm not convinced. Let's fight this battle. Alright, here we are in the battle. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to have to pause it to arrange all these troops because I've got too many troops to keep track of and do all this at once. So I've kind of got one infantry attack force. Let's get another one set up. This is going to be my treemen. Oh, no, I got more coming on. Let's hit play for just a second. Get all the rest of my dudes on the map here. I'm already being shot at by their stupid bolt throwers. Let's get those dragons on the move. Let's get all of our dragons maybe in a group. And maybe our cavalry probably should be in 2 groups. Let's actually put these guys in 5. Okay. Get all these archers in another group. Put these leaders in a group where it's easy to see them. I got one more tree kin that's headed out onto the battlefield. Let's bring all our dragons out over here. Okay. Just kind of keep getting our guys together. Let's put these guys in a group. It's actually a hard group. They're not really, no, because they're not in the formation that I want. Alright, let's push them forward then. Okay. So I'd love to rush in on all this artillery, but it's a bit premature. We're gonna have to be patient here. Let's go ahead and maybe take out the Skyhammer while we have a very clear opportunity to do so. And then I'm gonna push up and attack these guys here and push up these archers. Now the archers should be able to freely maybe wreck this artillery. Actually, we need to get to the slayers over here too. Just go ahead and pull some of these cavalry in. Alright, let's go ahead and hit play. I'm gonna have to pause quite a bit. I apologize. This is way too much for me to control. Let's get the dragons way off over here. Don't know what I just did. 3. Okay, let's get into these guys. The Scolder Guard we're shooting at me. The Skyhammer's gonna drop. Okay, let's pause it again. Can we focus down Ungrim with missiles, possibly? Actually, the Longbeards with great weapons might be a better choice, because then we can single out Ungrim. Alright, are we good with Group 8 going? If I hard group them, what are they looking like? Looking a little better. Kind of. No. Okay, don't hard group them then, just group them. Get up here, Group 8. We gotta keep our cavalry already getting wrecked by bolt throwers and cannons from over there. So let's get, I got Group 4 and Group 5 that I kind of want to move away from the cannons momentarily, I think. Let's make sure the Scolder Guard gets it. Got some slayers that we're into here. Kind of running away from me at the moment. Start taking down some thunderers. Yeah, let's use Group 6, which is our archers. Wreck the slayers real quick. Keep Group 8 away from the slayers so I got a good line of sight on them. Oh crap, left my lord and my spell singer over here. Let's stop that. Pull these guys back over here. Got the thunderers going down a little bit. Thunderers are definitely a problem, but we need to get rid of these slayers. They're causing a lot of damage right now. These slayers over here is not what I want to be fighting right now. The slayers will die quickly to my arrows, and I want my guys out of the way. It's so annoying because the slayers are like, they're fast, they're staying up in my guys. Alright, let's just make sure we're focused on the right stuff here. These slayers are getting chewed up. We've got this fight going here. We've got a couple of thunders and stuff pinned down. I mean, the biggest way we're going to be able to win this is we're going to have units to deal with the dwarf artillery and the skirmishers. And if I get too hasty with all my mobile units, we're going to be in trouble. These guys are looking a little bit vulnerable, though. I think I'm going to come in here and get these skirmishers. Let's go ahead and start bringing Group 5 this way too. And the dragons, I kind of need the dragons to help. Let's maybe bring the dragons down here and just mop this up real quick. Keep my leadership alive. Group 6, get over here. Let's go ahead and start pounding these guys here. Let's get Group 6 back to a certain degree of safety here, because that's too many archers to risk losing. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So my cavalry, let's try and get in here and quickly wreck all these skirmishers, but let's not get too many units caught here. Don't refire it while you fire it who I tell you to. The gyrocopter, same thing here. Don't fire it will, fire it what I tell you to. Okay, let's get over here into the fight. Let's actually go chase these skirmishers. I'm actually getting super wrecked right there. So let's get the dragons, because there's a pretty nice blob over there, and we've cleaned up quite a bit of this fight. Let's get the dragons in the air. We'll let Group 1 keep wrecking everything in that vicinity. And then we really need to go on like Operation Artillery Destruction here. Yeah, let's keep pushing around here.
Blaze guard.
Try and get rid of these gyrocopters. These are just a big nuisance. Let's get over here and get rid of these guys.
Eternal guard.
Okay, let's go ahead and stop for a second. Again, I apologize for playing this way, but it is what it is, folks. It is what it is. Slayers, longbeards with great weapons. Let's actually get down and start wrecking the crap out of skirmishers with these guys, because the skirmishers, I think, are the bigger worry in the end. Let's get Group 6 to tear apart this gyrocopter. I'm kind of sick of it. And you guys can get back up here. Let's hit play. We'll start bringing down huge amounts of artillery. Let's push through here because Ungrim can't hold this many guys in one place. We'll just start wrecking skirmishers. Look at this. There's so much artillery fire that my cavalry are like actually dying just trying to charge the artillery. And let's get back here. And let's drop some healing in this vicinity. Okay, we dropped the gyrocopter. Let's move on over here. Start trying to focus down Ungrim. Let's pull through right here. More artillery killing, because the artillery is a critical part of their army. It can cause immense damage for them over time. I'm getting sick of this too. Everybody turn around and wreck these warriors of Dragonfire Pass, please. Silence those thunders, and then that should be the end of all this artillery out here. Get over there. Where's my dragons at? Let's kind of cycle charge with the dragons. Sometimes you can use the attack animations to get the dragons moving better than just moving them. So let's kind of punch out here real quick. Okay, again, apologize for all the pausing. Sorry, I'll quit apologizing for all the pausing because it's just a necessity. Let's target the Slayers. 40 units is way too much for any normal person to be able to micromanage properly. Let's go ahead. These guys are on fire. Well, let's move them up here. Keep taking stuff out. Okay, my cavalry has accomplished some of the most key parts of their mission. Let's keep the cavalry moving because we can't afford to lose it. Done some damage to those Slayers, so I'm going to pull away from there. I'm going to try and keep my dragons kind of like blob charging so that we can just keep breaking dwarf momentum. Wrapped up all their artillery, so that's going to change the balance of power significantly. Healing as much as possible. My spell singer was wrapped up in some combat that she shouldn't have been here. Okay, artillery's dealt with. Let's get cavalry back over here. Dealt with that. Get rid of the Scolder Guard. Even just one or two of them left around could do some pretty decent damage. So again, we got to wrap up every single skirmisher that we can possibly wrap up. Let's get rid of these Bugman's Rangers. Let's go overcast over here, get our dragons some much needed healing if they can have any more healing. Get rid of the quarrelers here. I'm gonna kind of slam into the back of this fight. Dragons routing from. Got a tree man and all kinds of stuff in this fight. Still got a lot of units over here too. Let's push up. Let's get this dragon back down here. Kind of losing my dragons in a big old hurry over here. A lot of regrouped dwarf skirmishers I'm going to try and deal with. What are we fighting over here? Longbeards with great weapons are really holding out this long? Really? Freaking terror on one of the dwarf units. Scared off like a whole bunch of my cavalry and my dragons. And this big blob fight up here is not going as well for me as it seems like it should be. We got a bolt thrower regrouped over here. Okay, we got a lot of our cavalry back. Let's go ahead and start mopping up these regrouped units. There's some slayers to get rid of here. So let's pop the slayers. Okay. Let's get back here and deal with some of these guys.
We grow restless. We accept. No eye. Orders ever ready.
Okay.
Yes.
Most of those guys in the round. We're still suffering like some kind of big time terror and fear going on over here.
Protectors of the forest.
Let's get rid of these warriors of Dragonfire Pass. Freaking Ungrim is just like completely untouched. I think we kind of got rid of a Thane there. Ungrim's unbreakable too, so we might want to just stay away from him because he's going to be here till the end of the battle anyway. And then we should be able to swarm him. Let's see what we can do here. A lot of their units are hanging around this fight a lot longer than I would like them to. And the Dwarf Resolve is holding pretty strong considering that they are pretty well broken here. Grombrindal still here, that's a problem. Let's try and keep my lord away from Grombrindal. Because Grombrindal's going to be another one that's going to be really hard to break. Look at these units over here, just won't rout. So annoying. Let's try and get rid of this Runesmith real quick. There's a regrouped Thane here. So we can get rid of him. Just pause it real quick. Got Dodan over here. Let's drop some healing on these guys. I don't know if I have any more healing left, but how are these Thunderers not routed? There's 3 left. It's unbelievable. Like the Balance of Power heavily stacked against them. Okay, there's Grombrindal. Okay, we're starting to break the dwarf units just due to the power bar, and I'm hoping we can break Grombrindal on the power bar. Because if we can, it's going to save us a lot of casualties. I'm going to start kind of just blobbing. God, had to kill those guys for the last dwarf. Okay, so Grombrindal, he is not unbreakable. Chase some of this stuff down. But his leadership's holding, despite him and Ungrim being basically the only 2 dwarfs left on the battlefield. I'm going to pull stuff away from both of them and wait until I wipe out all the remaining dwarf units on the battlefield. That way we can tilt the power bar against Grombrindal as much as possible. Make sure we get these rangers off the field. Okay. Like I said, look at this. Look at the leadership here. 92 leadership despite being like the only two. These are the last two dwarfs that I would want to be on the battlefield, to be honest. I'm thinking we're going to have to cycle charge all of them to death with their dragons. Here, just stop Ungrim from chasing me for a minute. See if we can deal with Grombrindal. Just get all these guys back. Okay, can someone please, like, keep this dwarf who's faster than a giant tree away from me? Okay, so Grombrindal got terrorized. He's out. So, basically, you all chase Grombrindal, chase Grombrindal. You all can come over here and chase Grombrindal. Alright, now we just gotta kill the Slayer King. This has been one crazy battle. Alright, so they should be able to... Let's charge him again. I want this guy dead. I don't think any of my dragons have any healing left. Alright. Having trouble getting Grombrindal with the dragons anyway, so let's just pick up here. Let's swamp Ungrim with all of our guys. I'm gonna just chase down Grombrindal with all my archers and what's left of my cavalry. Alright, he's gonna try and come over here into this blob too. All the healing I can do is over. Okay. I don't want to stay in the fight with Ungrim, not with the dragons. I want to keep charging him. How is he keeping my dragons down here in the fight? Alright, you guys go get Grombrindal. I don't know why you stopped chasing him. The idea is that you don't stop chasing him. Alright, I got 2 tree men coming. Whew. The Slayer King, though, is stacked. If you look at his stats here, he's got 88 attack, and it's magic attack, which means he's going to ignore a lot of the magic resistance from my guys here. The only thing we can hope to do is just completely swamp him. Overwhelming force here. Still about half concerned that he might beat me because he's unbreakable. He has to be killed down to the last hit point. He's getting pushed all over the battlefield at the moment. And Grombrindal's pinned down in here. I'm going to slowly take damage though because none of those units are high damage. Do we have any buff spells like 30 armor? Put that on an ally. Cause some extra damage here. Everybody get in here. Dogpile Ungrim. Wow. Who would have known that 2 different dwarfs could be so much trouble? I can't even see Ungrim. He's in there somewhere, and I don't know if my guys are actually hitting him much. Look at his armor there. 137 armor. 118 leadership. This guy is absurd right now. Alright. Kill Grombrindal. You guys aren't supposed to stop chasing him. Not until there's a dead dwarf on the battlefield. I'm gonna have to fast forward this. It's taking so long. Let's fast forward. I don't know how many hits he's getting in, but I'm worried that he's actually going to kill quite a few of my units over here because we're just taking so long to drop him. He's just like almost immune to us over here. Like he almost has some sort of absurd ward save or something. Good news is Grombrindal's about to drop. Okay, Grombrindal be dead. Now, every last single remaining unit I have can be focused on Ungrim, who appears to be standing in the face of unbelievably overwhelming odds. So talk about not going back on his Slayer Oath. It's too bad we don't have a squig here to eat him in the end. Look, some of my units are actually routing. See that? Some of the units going white there. Grombrindal's Ungrim's terrorizing them. No, no, no. Stupid misclicks. Get in there and kill him. Ha! I didn't mean to do a magical explosion. I probably just killed a whole bunch of my guys. I thought I was doing a buff spell when I clicked the wrong one. Yeah, look at a bunch of my guys. Look at the terror. They're terrorized of a guy with 104 hit points completely surrounded by enemies. There's got to be like some kind of glitch going on. It's taken so long to kill him. He cannot possibly be this strong. He's probably just getting pushed around and not actually getting any hits scored on him. Just look at this. Are you kidding me? Someone, please. Holy cow. He's dead, folks. At least I think he is. He'll be back in a few turns. But good grief. Talk about some stubborn dwarfs who just didn't want to get out of the vaults. Got some serious loot from that. Deserve it. Whew, man. So I know that we left Grombrindal dead. Let's see where... Okay, the other dwarf's trying to run away from me. Belagar did his damage, and he thinks he's gonna run away like a little crotch. Yeah, you're not getting peace trees from me, guys. And whatever. Do your worst. Do your worst. Okay, that is way too many messages, and I can't say that I care. I know I need to resettle that area, but I'm going to have to chase these dwarfs down because now they're running from me like a bunch of little pansies.
I think not.
I think so.
No mercy.
You're dang pansy, dwarf.
I acquiesce to your request.
I insist you turn around and face me as if you were actually a man and not a stunty. I don't want to replace this lord. I want to kick him because I no longer need him. And
be gone.
We need to keep the beating going over there, but I'm replenishing.
You take me for a
So those are the defeated remains of the dwarfs. Zaraxil shouldn't have much defense, so I'm just going to push in and take it. It's in circle. Help me out with the auto-resolve. I'm going to move up. Alright, I'll make sure they don't get rid of like my spell singer or something stupid here when I auto-resolve. Nope. Other stuff we can replenish or retrain. Seeding there. So Zaraxil is under our control. We can rebuild the port here, and we're going to move on up to resettle the other port. Alright. And we did lose some units here. We're going to need to do some global recruitment, so... I don't know if these are the best armies for taking down dwarves, but it's working. So we got me another treekin. I'm thinking about just leaving out the... I think I'm just going to take more treekin rather than bringing the spear guys, because they're not going to be any good against the dwarves anyway. And then got some wild riders that need to be replaced here. One more glade. There we go. So one turn, all those guys will be back to normal, and then the next turn we should be able to take care of this crew here. We'll have to go into a different stance. Hope y'all enjoyed this episode. We're going to get our revenge on Belegar next time. These Keyboard to Cookie Elf and his army will be replenished on the next one and ready to push more against the dwarfs in the Blood River Valley. So this guy maybe wanted to get in behind me. Almost thinking, let's take this army and maybe cut up north here and maybe turn around with Durthu and double back and wipe these guys out, because we got these settlements way back over here on the other side that we need to take out too. So the north is being cleansed. I'll see y'all next time. HeirofCarthage signing out.